Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a tarot reading. We hope you guys are well, and today is May the 7th, yes, and we are approaching summer, but we're really approaching the Taurus new moon, which I'll have a video coming up for that on my astrology channel, and I will post it at the top. And if you've seen my videos, it'd be great if you could sub. And let's get into it right now. And the season we're in for Taurus is concerned with material comfort and the good life, food and possessions, and it is enjoying life. Also, our values and what we value: our money, our financial stability, and sensuality, and also what we are determined, right? Taurus is the bull. So when you see my video, you'll understand, because it will be for each sign. And like for Sagittarius, the Taurus new moon will happen in the sixth house. This is the sixth house of daily disciplines, habits, can be exercise, it's health and wellness, and our routines that make our life better. Or, it can also be obstacles if we don't have those routines, kind of. And it is also about health and wellness and work. All right. So that's what the Taurus new moon will be focused on for Sagittarius. And let's get into it. We have some oracles here, and we have be bold and make the first move. All right. So this is about something that you, Sagittarius, are supposed to do, or somebody close to you, possibly romantically linked, or anybody who's really kind of close to you in your life. And if they're not close to you, they're close to your heart, if you know what I mean. And we have communication is key. All right, so it looks like you're going to speak to somebody, or you should, or somebody wants to speak to you, and the communication will be kind of on the hot seat. In other words, it has to be good communication here. Communication is key, right? You can't open up anything without the key. Open up to good communication. Um, yeah, and that is, this is Gemini energy over here. Yeah, so let's see what we have also, and we're using these cards today, and they are the creature's paw. All right, so that can be about a friendship, and it can be about something that is. It can be about the other person. It can, but it can be about something that is not. It's just not like the norm. It's just something kind of unique. That's what that's about. So, yeah, and not just unique, but something that is kind of only comes around once in a while. There's something like that, or something, yeah, very different to it. And the cat is here, and this is lying low. Somebody may be lying low because they want to speak to you. Wow. And the cat is also associated with our intuition. And we have Anais Nin. Okay, so this is the subconscious mind. This is that's what she's doing, and she's in the water. This is a scorpionic energy, and she's writing these letters, or maybe it's her diary. It's not clear, but they're coming out. She was a writer, and this is about the subconscious mind, and she's either thinking or writing about something that is very intense, deep psychological themes. That's what she's doing. So something's very deep here and unique. Unique's not the exact word, but yeah, but it's close. So let's see what we got. And if you guys want to get a psychic reading with me, I'm still doing those. I sure am. And if you are a prior client, you can get a discount of $25 off. You can go check out my website, and the website is below. Uh, if you are a newcomer, you get $10 off. You do. And also, those psychic readings, I've done many, many, and I can help you understand somebody. Also, get the combo. That's on my website as well. I have all kinds of great readings there. I sure do. And those astrology readings too are really to help you understand things at a very deep level. So you don't know what you don't know, right? But also, it's really for healing and empowerment. If you don't need to be healed, then it will empower you. That's what my readings are geared for. Let's get into it. And we start with the Three of Pentacles, the Sun. All right, let's cover these kind of naked little boys here, just so we don't have any problems here. Right? They're kind of, you know. Let's see what else we have. And now we have somebody else without their clothes on. When this is the dancer, right? This is the world card. So when we see that, sometimes it is saying that somebody wants to like be real and talk real and be authentic. The sun is about authenticity, can be about clarity, right? And the world card is, it may be an event, Sagittarius. Let's see here. Because it looks like somebody wants to speak to you, right? Could be Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. There she is, the all knowing, right? The intuitive, psychic, all knowing, right? Yeah, I'm a High Priestess for sure, right? Let's see what else we have. And we have the King of Cups. And in this particular deck, he is pouring the cup out. He's like, I don't want this, whatever it is. So there's some type of a rejection in this reading, or there was, or things like that. That is in the environment right now. That could be happening now. It's in the psyche as well, because the environment is, it could be the physical environment, it could be the psyche. All right, I feel like you guys probably know that. We also have the Four of Swords, and lastly, we have the King of Wands. So there you are, Sagittarius. And in this picture, or it could be another, fire sign as well, but he's very serious there. He's determined to kind of grow or expand something. That's what he's doing, and he's concerned with taking action. Really, that's what the wands represent. He has the gecko there, and the gecko can like bring good luck. Yeah, and there's some more that is associated with it, but it is a very positive sign. So somebody's cutting ties with something in this, somebody or something. So we have the new moon in Taurus, right? And your values could be changing. The new moon is about, for you, Sagittarius, because it's in your sixth house. But you know, uh, I forgot what I was gonna say here. But if somebody's changing their values here, because that's what the Taurus new moon is about, they could be cutting ties with something and wanting something new, and maybe the Taurus new moon can bring that in for you, right? It is a time of new ideas and planting new seeds. It's a hopeful time. It can be a transition as well. So the Eight of Swords is here. The King of Cups is pouring the cup out, and the High Priestess is, she's sitting in the background going, I know exactly what's going on. So there could be a secret, but she knows what's going on because she's the High Priestess. She's intuitive. She is the all knowing, and she can see beyond the veil, right? She sure can. Um, there could be a Scorpio in this reading, or a Piscean, um, right? There could be. So we have the focus here, the challenge here, or the kind of influential energy, right? The impacting energy, I would say, is this sun. It's because somebody understands something, I believe, in this reading, right? Because we have the cat, intuitive, and we have the High Priestess, and we have Anais Nin, and she's in her subconscious mind, right? She's there. She's like, she's in her deep mind. There you go. It's a better word, because people are, right? A lot of people get subconscious mind confused with the unconscious mind. They're the same. Yeah, they're the same. But the unconscious mind, the interesting thing about that is it really kind of describes two things. It can The conscious mind can be, the conscious mind is what we're doing now, right? We're completely conscious and awake of what's going on here. And it is kind of surface stuff because we've done it before. It can be like that. But the subconscious mind is underneath, and some people are not tuned in with their subconscious mind or their intuition. That's another way to put it. So she is Anais Nin, and somebody here is in their deep mind, and interesting thing about that is that they say that the subconscious mind, also called the unconscious mind, when you are in that mind, you're able to access that mind, you're intuitive and things like that. You can see deep, right? Is really your higher consciousness. So it's kind of a contradiction there. You have higher consciousness, but you're in your unconscious mind, right? In your subconscious mind. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people kind of confuse that. I hope I explained it well. All right, so Three of Pentacles here is the overall energy, and that is wanting to collaborate or create something. Yeah. So there's a collaboration that is wanted here, and it comes with the end of a cycle. The World card is the end of a cycle. So yeah. Wow. And the sun is also here. The sun is the sense of yourself, right? It rules Leo, your self identity, but the sense, and it can be the focus, right? So because it wants to bring clarity. And so that's why, somebody is focusing on this. They want to collaborate with you, Sagittarius, and they're cutting ties, or you're doing the cutting of the ties. Now, it may not be romantic. No, I always get into romantic because, a lot of people, are more they, they want to hear about romance more than, something else here, right? But astrology covers it all, right? It sure does. It talks about it, it does house by house, right? But it may be romantic. The King of Cups is here, right? He can be a romantic. He can. And this man here, Sagittarius, he's fighting his fears, right? Here's the dragon, and he has his sword up. So he's fighting his fears about this whole situation. So this was difficult for somebody. Is the whole point here? And maybe they had to cut ties, right? Yeah. And we have the Four of Wands sitting in a beautiful place in the near future. And the near future is maybe you're going to have a home and a family with somebody. This is about somebody's wedding. It can be a wedding day. Yeah, it can be. And this lady here is kind of celebrating, and she's leaving here. It's almost like they got married, and yeah, here's the child, and it looks like there was like a flower child here. But this is stability in any way, shape, or form. It is some type of stability. The fours are about stability and foundation, right? They represent the fourth house, that is emotional foundation, Cancer. So there's something stable here coming for you. And we have another four over here. Yeah, we do. And that Four of Wands is Four of Swords. This is the reflection. This is the intuitive, right? Can be prayer, right? But we know there's a lot of intuition here because we have the High Priestess here and we have the cat. Thanks so much for joining me, Sagittarius. If you want to get a reading with me, go to the description box, Mystic, and go on my website. You can still go to Calendly if that's easier for you. Yeah, and the prices are yeah, go to Calendly if you want, or just go to my website. It's just, yeah, everything's there and it is all updated. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can email me. And if you want an astrology reading, yeah, go check out my website. Thanks so much for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you can be notified of my next upload. This is a great reading, Sagittarius. It sure is. And yeah, I'd love to know what this is about. Thanks so much.